Welcome to Yorman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Alabama's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. Quick release by the QB. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Nice move there. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible.
Speeding down the left side. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. The big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball. Safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
On second down, looking again to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. And he's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Bama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, that play was designed for that down distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It'll be a run on third and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Chubb. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into a whirl of traffic and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
They're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He looks that one in nicely. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll just keep slinging it. Flushed out of the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Third and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tulane.
Tulane looking for the fourth down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
Handoff from the gun. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He makes a catch. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Keeps the legs moving. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick completion to the right. Dances away from one. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. With the catch, it's Hale. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure coming. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 4 over Vanderbilt. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Slings it downfield. It's caught. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Tulane right back to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's reeled in. It's Chubb. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on second down. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Tulane!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yeoman Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Trying to set the tone with the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the comeback is on. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. The defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need.
Got a lot of running room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 deep.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Alabama, 28, Tulane, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, I'm kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
On second down, just keeps firing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
On the run, it's Chubb. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on second down. Now improvising. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And wings it incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Green Wave! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's Hale. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. Open space at the 25.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hale. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Takes the easy one to the back. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to stay on his feet. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go with a direct snap. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Touchdown, Tulane! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
On to attempt to try. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air. It's Lagway. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking for space. It's Young. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They move on top here in the fourth.
Number 25.
What a great game. Tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late. Take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
35. Tulane, 28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man. just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Tulane.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. The completion well past the sticks. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Give him 6. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. He'll set up to throw. Looking for space to the left. He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. What a gutsy call. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Lagway. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
At the 30. Brings up second down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.